waking up to get the money, whoa, whoa. Got it bad, 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 tatted, whoa, whoa. Da Vinci to my toes, 2 twins on both. I put her in new AP, the water like a boat. I was down bad on my, what was you? I know you turned your back on me just to get some.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Here's the rookie from Stanford, Joshua Carney, to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Their own 13-yard line.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Open man right side, that's McConkey. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll get it to him on the end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line, because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Corum. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Shaheed going to go in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Marshall. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Corum now on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally. Looking to throw. Marshall. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Rams respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now great. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Leo Chanel able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Operating from the gun, Marshall. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Dobbins running out of the gun.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Chargers at 7-8 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Rams first down.
To the right side, this is Corum.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
They run once more with Corum.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the gun on 3rd down, Marshall. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion goes the tight end. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Rolling to his right. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are once again back in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 14-10.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing to start the drive. Marshall sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Back to throw. Marshall. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Marshall. And he's going to go down. Safe back at the 13-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Marshall.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
Operating from the gun, Marshall. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Operating from the gun, Marshall. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rams 10.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
In motion, the tight end. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Herbert.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Marshall.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down. Marshall. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't loading up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. He'll take it at the 42. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second and 9. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Now this one finds McConkey.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
And McConkey,
35 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle. Here's Corum. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 33. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Shaheed going to go in motion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They run over center with Mitchell.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Marshall. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Shakes off the sack. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
From the gun on third down, Marshall. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Completes to Njoku.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Second and 11. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staff